Welcome. This is Allison Bonelli, a professional life strategist, and today I want to share with you one of the tools I use with clients when I'm coaching them to develop healthy daily success habits. This is a worksheet that will be available to you following the viewing of this episode. So let's just go through it quickly. So if you do decide that you want me to send you this worksheet, I want you to know how to use it for the best effect. This is the Daily Success Habits Worksheet. As it says, this tool helps you build a simple personal framework around which the rest of your day's activities fall into place. I'm a firm believer that structure is a great way to go. You just can't roll out of bed and have good intention that you're going to have a great day without putting a plan in place. So it creates an infrastructure so that no matter what happens, you feel calm and assured. If you know what you're going to do in certain situations, you don't have to just spend a lot of energy trying to think it up, trying to figure out what to do if. So again, it won't answer everything in life, but it at least starts you on your day and gives you something to work with. If you look in the top portion, it says, my top 3 priorities in life. It is so important when you start your day to think about what you want that day to look like at the end of the day. What do you want to say was the highlights of your day? What are the things that are important to you? I remember once talking to a group of young people and trying to motivate them. I said, I want you to write your obituary. And at first they were kind of like, what? That's pretty, pretty sad. Why are we thinking of death? But what I said to them is, I want you to think at the end of your life, what is your life going to mean? What are people going to say about you? What do you want them to say about you? So this is the same kind of idea. Think about the end of the day. What do you want it to be said about you for your whole day? What are the priorities? Do you want it to be said by others and by yourself? Well, today I really handled my emotions well. Or today I didn't fight with my children. Or today I was able to do that 20 minutes of exercise that I've said I'm going to do every day for the last month. So what are the priorities that you have? Just get the top 3 and put them in here. Then I want you to go over to the next box and says my top 3 stresses in life. You see, the reason why we look at the stressors is because the stresses tend to be the obstacles, tend to be the things we claim are keeping us from being able to achieve the priorities in our life. So I want you to name them. I want you to declare them, put them there, because lots of times they're like monsters in a closet. We say that they're there and we blame them for whatever's going on. But when we turn on the light, sometimes they're maybe not as powerful as you think they are. Or maybe there are ways around them once we acknowledge them. So you're going to look at your top 3 priorities and your top 3 stresses in life. Okay, then we're moving down to form. And you're going to look at what supportive daily habits could you introduce. There might be things that you're already doing, but maybe there's some stuff that you can be doing that you're not doing. So write up specific and measurable actions that best support your life. What I want you to do is I want you to think in terms of SMART goals. Now, if you're not sure what SMART goals are, I have a video that will tell you about what SMART goals, so just go look up that video. All right, so we're going to go to this box here, and you're going to write out the habits that you have, that you currently have, and also maybe the habits that you'd like to develop. But I think it may be more helpful to at least put down one habit that you currently have, and then maybe 2 other habits that you would like to develop. So one of those habits may be you'd like to be able to get up at by 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, to me, that's very late, but for some people, that's early. So whatever the time is, there's a certain time that you feel that if you get up by that time, you'll be very productive. Okay, so put that down. That's a habit you'd like to introduce. being introduced into your life. Now, for whatever habit you put down, you need to go across there and you need to say, why is this a habit you'd like to develop? Why is that time of the day beneficial? So put that in there. Again, you just want to be very clear about what this habit is for. Not just somebody says that you need to be doing it, but what do you know would be the benefit of adopting that habit? Now, once you get there, we get to the bottom of the form. And at the bottom of the form, we're going to commit to 3 of the habits. Now, I mentioned put down 3 habits. Well, you could put down more habits. You could get an extra piece of paper or turn this paper over and write extra habits, but commit to at least 3. And here's the deal. You don't want to start them all at the same time. Here's why. You get overwhelmed. That's what happens like in the beginning of the year. People say, oh, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do, and they have a whole list of things that they're going to do, all their New Year's resolution, and they end up doing none of them, or they do one, and then they fall down on it because, you know, they didn't keep up with it and they weren't consistent. So we want you to kind of introduce one habit, maybe a week. So this week you're going to work on getting up at a certain time. Next week, you're going to work on the habit of maybe not eating certain foods or maybe eating certain foods. And each habit will be introduced, but it won't kick the other habit out because you've given some time for that habit to become just what it's supposed to be, a habit. On the form, you'll see it says, I will start whatever habit tomorrow and I will start next week and next month. You could change that a little bit if you find that you're doing really well or if you find you're still struggling. So maybe next week will become in 2 weeks, maybe next month will be in 2 months. This is not a rigid form. You could adopt it and adjust it for what works well for you. All right, so this is the form that I'd like to introduce you to. I'm going to be introducing you to some other forms as we go along. These are worksheets that I use for people to just kind of help them be able to clearly see what it is that they're trying to do, what it is they're trying to accomplish. This is the Daily Success Habits worksheet. If you would like me to send you a copy of my worksheet, I'll be happy to do that for you. Just go to my website and request it, and I will email this form. It's PDF form. I will be happy to email it to you, or you could just do one on your own. It's, as you see, it's pretty simple what there is on there, and you could recreate it yourself however you'd like to do it. It is a supportive tool. It won't do the work for you, but it'll help you to be able to think of ways that you could actually take action on some of those goals and some of those dreams that you have. As a professional life strategist, that's what I'm about. I'm not just about talking about what you want to do, but I'm about showing you ways in which you could get from here to there. And that's my goal. This is Allison Bonella, your professional life strategist. I invite you to dream big, but set some goals and definitely take action. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. See you next time.